Okay, there was 2 questions in our last Q&A that I completely forgot. So
we're already robed up, so.
Yeah. And actually, we're about to do another Q&A about us and our RV life, so make sure you check out that next video, because it's not going to be in this video, because this is all about us. The other one's about RVS.
Yeah. So.
RVS.
We had a question from... Can you read the name?
Well, it's okay. You don't have to read the name, because they might not want to be known.
Okay, so we have a question from Anonymous. How did the 2 of you meet, and do you go to his shows?
Okay, so my friend said that there was this really hot guy at her church, and she described him to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds like my dream man. I was like, oh my gosh, I just have to. She was like, he's got blonde, like, Justin Bieber hair, you know, like that, you know, we had to do that to get it out of the way. And
I think it's called shaggy hair.
Yeah, and she was like, he's tall, he plays guitar, he sings, he's a pastor's kid. I never, like, dreamed of marrying a pastor's kid or anything, so that wasn't really in my dream. But everything else was in my dream. I was like, okay, let's go see what's going on here. So not the right reason to go to church, but, I mean, I already...
Got her there, didn't it?
No. I was born and raised in church. I went to a whole different church, but this is why I went to his church with my friend. Not to actually check out the church, but to check out the sun.
Wowzer. And so my side to that story is, I was actually sitting in the foyer of the church, and I saw this really pretty girl walk in. She was standing there talking to her friend, and I leaned over to my buddy, and we were sitting there drinking coffee. I was on staff at the church at the time already, and I leaned over.
You were 18 and I was
I was already working there and playing, and I was like, hey man, who's that really pretty Spanish girl over there? Turns out she wasn't Spanish at all. And he was like, I don't know, I've never seen her. And I was like, I'll go talk to her. She's cute. I didn't. No. I didn't after that, but...
You didn't talk to me. I didn't even see him in the foyer.
We ended up meeting. How did we meet?
Oh, no. So you actually said that you already seen me on MySpace.
Yeah, I did. I had seen your... I didn't know that was you at the time, though.
Yeah, and my brother and my brother was in my profile picture with me, and Devin thought that was my boyfriend. Because me and my brother have way different complexions. I don't think we look alike at all. But some people say we do. But anyways, besides the point. Anyways, so he thought I was taken, okay, even though I was single. So I walked into the youth room. Devin sees us again. I don't see him. And
well, sure. You also had multiple guy friends, like, on your Facebook. And nothing like, they're still our friends now to this day. But it was like, saw pictures and I was like, she's a player.
Devin just thought everybody was my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But no. So I walked into the room. And then, this was kind of like a high school movie moment. So, me and my friend walk into the room. We're the last ones to enter. Everybody's sitting down. Everybody turns to look at us. Except, instead of me feeling like, this is my moment, I'm like, okay, we need to sit down because everybody's looking at us and we just interrupted the class. And so, we go find a seat. We're in the back to the side. And the pastor, the little youth pastor, was all talking about, we
were just talking about this the other day.
Yes. And he was like, you guys need to, stop using phones for, a week if you can. This would be, a good challenge, This is when people had their flip phones. And I just hear, this is the first time I saw Devin. He's like, excuse me. And I'm not looking at Devin yet. I just hear him talking. He's like, I can't really give up my phone because, I'm a musician. And I don't think you were playing with anybody.
No, I was doing gospel gigs.
Yeah.
It wasn't it was a source of income. It was definitely not my main source of income.
Yeah. But he was like, Devin was like, no.
But I was like, there's pretty girls in the crowd, and I was like, hey, I'm a musician, so.
And when he started talking, I turned my head. I see him with these cool leather shoes on, his skinny jeans. He was wearing all black. He had this blazer on with this vest. I think even your vest was a dark maroon or something, or super dark. It was basically almost black. And you're shaggy.
And I remember.
And I just remember one foot was forward. I couldn't tell you if it was left or right. I just remember your pose was really cool. So maybe you were trying to impress me because you just looked really cool.
I didn't even know you were there.
And you were like, I can't. Yes, you did. You looked at me when I walked in the room. That's what you said. I remember you telling me that when we were dating. I remember that. Oh. Anyways, because I remember I
got it on camera. You see that?
Anyways, So I was like, who in the hubba hubba is that? Because I was like, that man is fine. And I was like, I need to get to know you. I didn't know that was the friend. I didn't know that was the guy that my friend was talking about. But I was like, that.
Going to church.
I was like, that is the money. So anyways, there's another room that you can go into, and he went into that room. And I didn't know.
The conference room.
I didn't know you could go out another door and leave that entire section of the church. So I'm waiting for him to come back. And this one chick is trying to talk to me and introduce herself. And I'm only talking to this chick because I'm trying to wait for Devin to come back in. I know, totally rude. But I was so focused on like Devin coming back. So I'm like engaging in conversation. I'm trying to stay in this room as long as possible so I could see Devin. He never comes back. You never come back. You know why?
I feel like I made you like stumble in the Lord.
I was already a Christian, but just not even. Just my priorities were elsewhere, and that's not good.
Okay.
Yeah,
You were finding a husband.
Yeah,
it's biblical.
Yeah. Anyways, so things not to do. Anyways, so I was like, where did he go? So I'm thinking this boy is just in this room forever. But I'm like, whatever. And so the service is about to start. So my friend's like, we gotta go, and I'm like,
well, like I said, I was on staff at the time, so I was.
Yeah, he just left.
Yeah.
Like
I just went. There was another door. And I just went out into the other.
Yeah,
hallway.
he just left, and I'm just standing there like talking. So we finally go in, and I'm looking around in the room because we're in the main what do you call?
Sanctuary.
Yeah, sanctuary. Well, yeah. Sorry. Anyways, we're in the sanctuary, and I'm like looking around. I almost said auditorium. That's why I know what a sanctuary is. Okay, just want to say you're just making me sound not good.
You asked me what it was.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Okay, anyways. So we look. Oh no, I look and I'm looking and I see nobody. And I'm like, I don't see him anywhere. And I'm looking. And all of a sudden I hear somebody singing. And I'm like, wow, whoever's singing sounds really good. And I look to go see who it is. And who is it? It's Devin. Devin freaking Ross on stage singing, playing guitar. And I'm like, is that the guy you were talking about? Because that's the guy I just saw in the youth room and that just like, I've been drooling over. I was like, is that the guy? She's like, yeah, that's the guy. That's the pastor's son. He's what I was talking about. And I was like, oh my gosh. And in that moment, I kid you not, I heard, that is your future husband. And I was like, psycho, take it down. I was like,
one of the ushers that I tipped out to sneak up behind her.
No, I literally heard that. I remember thinking, you need to calm down. I was like, you need to calm down. Like, you just turned 16 years old. You're not thinking of marriage. So, like, I don't know why you thought that. But that always stuck by me. But anyways, Devin and I, we just stayed friends.
We talked.
Yeah,
we talked. Weeks. And
maybe for like 8 weeks. And then every now and then we would.
You were a lot. So, it was like,
Actually, we did try to get together, except I was trying to play hard to get, and he thought...
I mean, that seems like your fault.
He thought I wasn't interested, and so he just moved on.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because I moved on quickly as well. We were just like, whatever.
We kept in touch, though.
Yeah, but I always had a thing for him. I always just thought, like, every now and then I would think of him. And I was like...
thought you were...
I was like, I wonder what he's doing.
I thought you were a great white buffalo.
Yeah, but anyways, how I re-entered into his life, okay... We both just got over a breakup, and I was thinking about who's the last guy that I talked to that I like kind of wish it kind of worked out, but like, let me see how it works. And I was like, Devin. It was Devin when I was 16. So this is 18-year-old me. And I'm like, I called up that friend. I was like, hey girl, you still go to that church? And she's like, yeah girl, every now and then. Why? And I was like, tell your mom that's where we're going. And we sure enough did. Sure enough. I dressed as cute as I could
you
be.
Did. I said we did.
Yeah, you were there. He been there.
I mean, I was there, but
yeah, he was there. And I just looked freaking.
Had your bangs.
No, this is when I didn't have my bangs.
Oh,
yeah. When we first met, I had bangs. But no, I was like, this is when I was super fit. Okay, I was coach. I was captain of the basketball team. Like, I was very, like, I was fit, okay? Like, you want to talk about Kim Kardashian curves. Actually, it wasn't, like, that extreme. But anyways, I was fit. And so, I'd be walking up in there, and I was like, I'm looking cute. This boy saw me, fell on stage.
I didn't fall.
Tripped.
I didn't. First of all, let's rewind. We didn't even talk about the fact that you fell into one of my lifelong friends. I'm still friends with this guy.
Me too.
I literally just met up with him. He lives in London now.
In London.
He's
with
one of my longest
wives.
friends. She goes up to say hi to him and trips and falls into his arms.
It was an accident though, for real.
And I mean, he's a good looking guy. I'm jealous.
There's it like dips down, and I didn't know that this section dipped down. So I went to go say hey, and I'm wearing these heels, and I'm also keeping an eye on Selena over here. And I'm like, looking at him. And so while I was doing that to go say hi, I fell into
his arms. Yeah.
Devin saw that though, and he caught me. And so good eye on him, mate. But then Devin, I did see you coming down the steps, and you fell again.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I jumped. I skipped 2 stairs.
It was not graceful.
It might not have been graceful, but I jumped. I didn't fall.
Yeah, he was trying to skip them stairs to get to me, first of all. Anyways, he tapped me. I tried to
Wasn't that the whole point of the story?
I try to act like I didn't see him though, play it dumb, like I'm not here to see you. And so he tapped me on the shoulder, and I knew he was already, he wanted to tap right here, but you keep walking, so you're still over there. I act dumb, I look this way, and then I'm like,
acting?
Yeah, I was acting. I am dumb.
You just finished the joke for me.
I looked that way.
I am dumb.
I looked that way, and then I was like, what are you doing here at your dad's church? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here in the place that we met?
Yeah, I was like, oh, hey, what's up? And you were like, oh, I haven't seen you in I remember this so well. You said, oh, I haven't seen you in 2 years. And I said, are you counting? I said, oh, what are you counting? And
She's playing games.
You were like, no.
She was playing
I was
games.
trying to make him fumble. I was like, yeah, you missed me. Yeah, you thought about me all these 2 years. Anyways, he was like, don't leave. I have to go talk to somebody, but don't leave without saying goodbye. I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, don't leave without saying goodbye. And I just remember giving him a look like, okay, it's not that serious.
And this girl, this confident, anyways,
I was freaking out inside.
In the bathroom.
Yeah, I was freaking out inside. Yeah, because my friend's mom wanted to leave, but it's like, no, I'm about to rekindle with my future husband. Okay, didn't you know? 2 years ago.
Rekindling an old flame here.
Yeah, but no, I actually didn't think of him as my husband or anything like that. That whole thought process that happened when I was 16, I always did think it was weird, but it's just crazy that we're married now. So obviously,
wait, what?
It was probably the Lord.
I mean, you knew.
I mean, I hoped for. I was like, dang, he is so hot.
Oh my gosh.
But anyways, so we're in the bathroom, and I'm trying to look at myself, and I'm like, am I cute? My friend's hyping me up. She's like, yeah, girl, you cute. And I'm like, okay, nobody else is in the church, and I'm like, hopefully he didn't leave yet. So while I'm trying to hype myself up in the bathroom because I'm so freaking nervous, Devin's looking around the whole church looking for me.
Church is empty now.
I'm nowhere in sight. I'm nowhere in sight because I'm in the bathroom. Anyways.
Hiding.
We come out the door, and I just remember I open up these double doors, and I turn left, and I see Devin looking so upset, and his head's all down and stuff, and as soon as you looked at
I was like, this smoke show just walked out of my life again. Come on, man.
Your eyes, you were so excited. It was the sun came up behind him. You went from so upset to you're like, she's here. I was like, oh yeah.
I was down in the daycare wing.
I was like, why would I be in the daycare
out in
wing?
The parking lot. I was looking all over the place.
Yeah, he was trying to find me for real. And so again, so he came up to me and he was like, oh my gosh, hey. And I kept walking. So he came up, started walking to me, and I kept walking, and then I kept walking. So he was like, oh snap, she's leaving. I was trying to act like I didn't have the time of day for him, okay? I was just
trying to be cool.
Playing hard to get because I liked him so much. So he starts trying to follow me, and then he's like, okay, hey, I'll just text you, okay? You still have the same number? And I was like, oh yeah, you can just find me on Facebook, But inside I was dying. I was like, I can't wait for him to message me. And guess what? He didn't message me.
Nope.
You know why? My fault. Because I had this fake Facebook account that I created because I thought it'd be funny. And I think it still exists.
Playing games.
The Facebook.
I'm still mad about that.
I made a Facebook, and I chose some random picture of an attractive guy and put it. And I put myself as in a relationship with this Facebook. And then when you click on it, it would say on there, you're a stalker. I forget what I said. I was like, you're trying to see who Kirsten's boyfriend is, but this is actually a fake account. Gotcha. Haha. It was like a joke.
Yeah, but, me being, the good person I am, I saw,
He just saw
in a relationship, and I was like, oh, she's a player. Cool.
Do you remember what the page's name is?
Oh, man, I do, but I can't, not off the top of my head.
My fake boyfriend's name is Jason. I'm not going to say the rest because then people will be looking up the account and stuff like that.
Wait, tell me what it is and edit it out. Oh, yes! I do remember that. Man.
That's a good name. But anyways, I
don't like him. He's fake and I don't like him.
Bless you. I mean, excuse you. You burped. Anyways.
Oh, no
so Devin didn't text me or call me or anything or hit me up because he thought I was in a relationship. So he's being respectful.
Next thing I know, I'm getting a text from this taken woman.
And I said, you help.
Trout.
I was trying to think of something clever to say, so I was like, you helped me.
Didn't you just texted me and said trout?
No.
And then you said,
you helped me win a bet.
Yeah.
And
I remember.
And this is 2012. And he's like, what? And he was like, who is this? And I didn't say anything. I think I was like, guess or whatever. You 411 my number, and my dad's name popped up.
Yep.
And he was like, wait, how do I know this name? And then next thing I know, he texted me. He was like, Kirsten, with all these explanation points. And from there, we just started talking. We talked for a couple of months. Didn't date. We weren't exclusive or anything. We just felt it out to see if, because we were both getting over breakups. And so we were trying to see if we were serious.
I was out of it was like a year relationship at that time. You had just gotten out of a pretty long relationship.
Yeah.
Like a real one. not with your
I don't know.
fake Facebook boyfriend.
Yeah. I don't know. That was so long ago, but we just got out of relationships. Yeah. And so we talked for a long time, and then we started dating after we tied up loose ends. And then
we figured each other out quite a bit before we started getting official. And I had to talk to your folks too. I had to come talk to your parents like I was asking you.
Devin had to talk to my dad and ask for permission.
I had to ask permission to court her.
Yeah. Not date.
No, but I had to spend a Sunday afternoon with the whole family.
Whole family.
I had to make lumpia.
Lumpia. You didn't make lumpia on the first
day.
Did. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You know why I know that?
I'm almost sure
you don't make lumpia on the day you're gonna make it. The lumpia was already made. And
No. We made it that day.
That was Memorial Day when you met everybody. We would have been making it that day and frying it. You don't make it that day. We always make it ahead of time.
When did I make it then? I made it.
You made it after we started dating.
Okay, well, whatever.
Anyways, it's a thing that you have to do in our family when you're dating.
Yeah.
You got to make.
So I go in and I'm hanging out with the family and everything's all good and I think I'm in the clear and it's been all Sunday afternoon. It's been a nice afternoon. I've sat and talked with her dad and gotten to know the family a bit. And it was weird because it was almost like a power move. Because I got there and y'all were taking pictures. You remember? You doing those family pictures?
I don't know. We're always doing
No. I remember these pictures. I can point these pictures out on a shelf because I remember them. But I remember thinking, I was standing behind where the pictures were being taken. Not in them, obviously. I was not in any of these pictures thinking, this is a power move. They're making sure I know I'm not in this yet. I remember feeling like they're letting me know, hey, you got to work your way into this. And I just remember thinking, this is a power move.
I just remember you were wearing all black and you were like, crap,
they're going to... zillion degrees.
Yeah, and you were thinking oh, they're going to think that
Well, we had just gotten done with church and I was in my...
sweaty and
my dress clothes. Well, dress-ish. I had black jeans on and a button-up. Mm-hmm. And I needed to change because I didn't want to go meet your parents in sweaty clothes and I had brought a black t-shirt. And I looked like I was the lead singer to Iron Maiden.
Yeah. And you had to sit on a stool in the middle of our living room.
I had to sit on a... No. Not just any stool.
With a broken back.
I had to sit on a chair that
with
had
no
the
back.
back broke off of it. This is torture. That had the back... And it slanted down like this. So you sit on it and you're just constantly... You're holding yourself up.
You could have flipped the chair around.
No. It wouldn't have made a difference. I had to sit there in the middle of the living room while her mom and dad sat on the couch next to each other, and her mom had this thing where she'd pull her glasses down like this and cross her legs,
and her foot would
and she would
shake.
stare at you over her glasses like this.
Because she was trying to, she was trying to figure him out. Because we weren't allowed to just to like date around and stuff like that. It was like serious. If you want to date, like, what is your intentions and stuff like that. Like,
I didn't know what I was getting into.
Which I really appreciate my parents for being like. When I was younger, I was like, that's so dumb. But I actually really appreciate them for being like
system.
that. And while that was going on, I was on the couch laying down on my phone.
Yeah, she was chilling.
I was chilling. I was like, this is going to be a piece of cake. I was like, I know that he's nervous, but I was like, hey, we should watch that. I was like, this is gonna be good.
I do remember.
Because I knew. I was like, this is my future husband. I know it. I was like, it's happening.
I don't know if I can tell the story, but you can edit it out. I remember when...
But to finish off with us, we started dating after a couple months of talking, and then Devin popped the question in February of 2015, and then we got married in November 2015. So we met in 2009, started dating in 2012,
yeah,
and then married in 2015. And been RVing since 2018. So if you want to see the video that will be uploaded after this one about our RV life together, then I might make this video a whole separate video because this is supposed to go into the Q&A about us, but it's already 22 minutes long. And I think
it's gonna be a 30-minute story.
Yeah, so I think I'll just make this a video by itself because this is a long.
It's hard to wrap up 10 years in 30 minutes.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
That's it.
That's our life.
You can watch this too.
Yeah. So if you want to see the Q&A about us, if I don't attach it to the Q&A about us, or you want to see the Q&A about RV life with us, go to my YouTube page. I will have it in there. I'll probably make a whole playlist that's Q&A so you guys can see and yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching. That's my man.
That's my woman.
Hopefully we didn't make it too weird.
We did.
I think you did with your open.
No. What?
Picture. Yeah. You're showing all your goods. Alright, I'm about to end the video with the